Well, hello everyone, my name is Mary, but you can call me Hawk if you'd like to based on my username. This is going to be a bit of a life update and just some insights into my life, as well as crystals for stressful times, because especially if you're in America, we're in some stressful times and we need the relief we can get from that stress. So, yeah, let's get into this video. So, disclaimer, I now have a mini desktop water fountain in the background, so, it's, on my desk. So, if you hear humming, rain, or running water, that is my desktop fountain. Speaking of background noise, I also have upstairs neighbors who have 2 toddlers and their room is directly above mine, and there's nothing I can do about the noise, I'm sorry, from them. Also, I live with my family, so again, you might hear noise in the background. Likewise, this is scripted for focus since I am autistic and ADHD. This just helps me stay on track. Likewise, I didn't put this disclaimer on the piece of paper, but as it pertains to crystals, I'm not trying to get anything from this. I'm just trying to help people who might need something, whether it is placebo or not, to help them stay calm and stay collected during these unprecedented times, to put it nicely. I don't even know if there's a nice way to put it. So yeah, what's going on in my life now? Disclaimers aside. I have been very stressed regarding the executive orders that appeared to put Medicaid in jeopardy. Because it is my insurance. My meds without Medicaid, and I did do the math, are over $2,000 monthly without Medicaid, and yes, I have a job, but I get paid usually less than $600 a month. I wouldn't even be able to afford your average doctor's appointment, let alone my medications without Medicaid. So that is why it freaks me out so much. Before people say get another job, I quite literally cannot. My body can only handle 1 4-hour shift per day from my current job, and I work 2 or 3 of those a week. And that it is taxing on me due to my disabilities. And also, I don't really want to restrict myself financially with SSI or SSDI. I know there's some issues that can come with that, and it's a lot for me. I can't really work another job physically very easily because of my disabilities, and additionally, even if I tried to do a work from home job, how do I describe this? I have 2 loud upstairs neighbors, the toddlers, plus the parents, but the toddlers are the real culprits of the noise, and because they are home a lot of the time, I wouldn't have a quiet space to work from home. Say from a call center, I wouldn't have a quiet background, and I don't really have reliable transportation. So that being said, these executive orders have been stressing me the hell out, because I'm I don't know how I'm going to get the money to cover medications when they're over $2,000 a month, and I make less than $600 a month. It's not going to be very good for someone like me, to put it nicely. Also, yes, I'm at work a lot of days. That's been happening life-wise, and I've been taking extra time to look after myself because of all the news and stuff. I've been intentionally putting limits on social media because I do have a bit of a dependency and addiction to my phone, and also stress, which is not good. I've been discovering, I have a bit of a stress addiction, and I need to put that into check because of all the other things going on. I really can't afford to have more stress, but my body's it's a big reaction, and tends to catastrophize. Is just not a good thing. I mean, my PTSD absolutely does not help, and I feel like sometimes taking breaks from social media and the news, as privileged of a take as it might sound, is important, because if I become completely consumed by fear and worry, I will not be very helpful for myself or anyone else in any capacity. So, I need to look after myself and my own well-being, and part of that means taking breaks, intentional breaks, so that I don't completely lose my crap, especially because, my therapist, for those who don't know, they moved, and so I have to wait to get another therapist, and for who knows how long. So, I'm without therapy as of last Friday. So, I want to do what I can to prevent a mental health crisis, especially during these unprecedented times, and part of that means taking less time to be on social media. So, with that being said, that's my life updates. Hopefully you guys are fine hearing about that. But my insights are, I really need to take care of myself, spend less time on my phone when possible, maybe take up some meditative practices more, because although it's difficult due to my autism and ADHD, I think it's possible. I mean, people can do it. It just may not be completely silent, still meditation. It could be active meditation too. So, you know, that works too. Now, what are these 7 crystals for stressful times, you may be wondering? Well, disclaimer before I begin on that. This is not medical advice. Also, it's okay if you don't believe in crystal healing. Just be respectful of others' beliefs. Placebos are still effective in their own right. If it takes a crystal for my mind and body to calm the hell down, belief in a crystal working for it to do that, then I'd say that's worth it. Because it's not like I'm replacing my medications or medical treatment with crystals. I'm just using it alongside them to help keep me in check. So that's the disclaimer. You can not believe in crystal healing all you want. Like, that's perfectly okay. Just be respectful about others' beliefs in the comments. That's all I ask. So, that being said, in no particular order, here are the 7 to 9 crystals that are really good for stressful times. The first crystal, I should say, is Tiger's Eye. This is Tiger's Eye. This is a raw piece of Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is really good for courage, strength, grounding, good luck, balance, and it combats fear while strengthening personal power, discipline, and confidence. So if you really need to embody that most confident side of yourself, that courageous, strong part of yourself in a grounded capacity, Tiger's Eye is really wonderful for that. And I think it's going to be a wonderful crystal during these tough times. And thankfully, it's pretty accessible. It's not hard to find compared to some crystals that that are not on this list. But for example, like, it's a lot easier to find Tiger's Eye than it is to find moldavite. So you get my point. The next crystal on this list, number 2, is lepidolite. Lepidolite is a form of purple mica. It's really good for anxiety relief, seeing as the majority of what makes up lepidolite, or the purple part of the mica, is lithium. Actually, it's one of the highest lithium-bearing minerals in the world. I believe it is second highest, second to kunzite, or spodumene. So lepidolite is really good for anxiety relief, balance, peace, healing, and tranquility. It aids and provides assistance during big life transitions, and given what this administration has been doing, it's not even 100 days into this administration and what they've been doing, we're gonna need something to keep us balanced and at peace somewhat during these big life transitions. Doesn't mean we have to be complacent, but, you know, losing it completely isn't exactly helpful in these unprecedented times. We should have something to keep us in check so that we can continue fighting the good fight, if you hear what I'm saying. So the third crystal is red jasper. Red jasper is really good for grounding, strength, energy fulfillment, and stability. Energy and fulfillment and stability. Sorry, not energy fulfillment, but also energy fulfillment, but and mental stability. So this is good for mental stability, energy, and fulfillment. It brings joy. It increases willpower. It soothes upset feelings and releases shame. So if you have a lot of like self-shame type of feelings, like you're ashamed of yourself, this helps you to release that. So that's good. You can be your most confident self. The next crystal that I highly advise people have is satin spar selenite. I got this at the thrift store for $3, okay? Like, you can find this even outside of my physical stores. This is really good for cleansing the aura, jewelry, worry stones, etc., especially if the big bar slab of selenite, like, those are really good. It helps to calm the mind and promote inner peace, and it aids in stability, especially emotionally. So this is really good for just keeping yourself calm and at peace. If you've just gotten back from a protest or something, this one might help to just release any residual energies that you don't want stuck to you. So this would be good for something like that. The next crystal on this list, the 5th crystal, is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is good for protection, grounding, and peace. It is also well known for transmuting negative or unwanted energies into positive, transmutes them, so what it does is grounds those energies and then transforms them into something more positive for you. So if you have some energies in your life that you really don't want to be absorbed, you want it to be more positive, more grounded for you, this is good for you. So if you have a lot of like turbulent emotions, this will be pretty good, I'd say. Or turbulent times, it's pretty good for that. I don't know how to articulate it. I just woke up, so I'm sorry if I'm not making sense, but basically smoky quartz is really good for grounding you, protecting you, and turning these turbulent times into less harmful times for you, and perhaps those around you if you use it in a working. The next crystal, the sixth crystal, is fluorite. Fluorite is good for focus, clarity, intuition, and protection. It calms the mind and balances the emotions. It protects, repairs, and seals the aura. Because, I hate to admit it, but, people who you don't like, people who may be, say, on the other side of you politically or even religiously or something like that, like, they still have the capacity to send magical attack or spiritual attack, and having something to protect you and to protect your energetic body is really good, and fluorite is really good for that. Not to make anyone feel paranoid, but, having protection is a good thing, just in case. The seventh crystal is kyanite. Kyanite helps you to communicate clearly with peaceful clarity, and it helps encourage mental stamina and release unnecessary anger. I'll put it that way. Because, well, yes, righteous fury can be a good thing. Like, if you're just angry all the time and you're not doing anything productive with the anger, if you're harming others with the anger, having something to help you release some of that pent-up anger is good, so you don't lash out at people who might have otherwise been your allies, like, who didn't actually do anything. Like, this is good for releasing some of that pent-up frustration in a healthy manner. So the two bonus crystals, there's an eighth and a ninth that I had to tack on to the main seven. The first one is lapis. I know there's an issue with this being considered a blood mineral, so source these with intention, I'll put it that way. If you can thrift it, good. If you can find a way to not necessarily give the Taliban your money, this is good. So, lapis is good for deep wisdom, intuition, and increased awareness, as well as balance, inner peace, and mental endurance, in addition to creativity. Wonderful crystal at this time for problem solving. Now, this crystal isn't actually a genuine piece of black onyx, I don't think. I think it might be jet, but I don't have black onyx, I don't think. So this is the most similar crystal I have, but the ninth crystal is black onyx. It's good for strength, clarifying your intention, protection, grounding, and reclaiming your personal power, in addition to having clearer thoughts. So, during these turbulent times, having some clarity of mind is really important. I feel like that crystal will really help you. With that being said, I hope you liked my video. I know it's a bit all over the place. I did just wake up, and an hour ago, and had a few puffs off my THC vape, so I'm probably gonna cut that out, but I did some things, so that happened. So I'm a little all over the place, but I really hope this video helps y'all, especially those of us in America or other places around the world that are experiencing a lot of chaos, to put it lightly. I don't even know if that's a little too light, but you know what I mean, putting it very lightly, chaos, and not necessarily for the best for everyone, so it's important to help keep your head on straight, but to the best of your ability during these times, and I feel like crystals can help aid subtly in that. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you are doing what you can to stay safe, to stay protected. Don't let them take your power. Don't let fear make you complacent or unable to act. It is important to stay grounded. If you have mental health services, please talk to your therapist about things, if possible. Please do, because having somebody to talk to about these issues is really important during these turbulent times. So with that being said, stay safe, stay magical. You got this. You got this. This is Hawk or Mary signing out. Have a wonderful day.